get into it. We have a Whitney Cummings and Miss Rachel beef, apparently. Is this true?
I think the beef is Whitney Cummings and her haters, maybe some fans, but I don't know that Miss Rachel's involved in this beef at all.
Did haters? Did she get new haters?
Oh, I'm sure.
Okay.
I can't believe you
I
didn't know what this
I
was
literally have
when
no
I
idea what's
when I
going
brought
on
it up.
with this.
Our
You
algos are so far apart.
well, before the episode, you messaged me and you said, "Do you want to talk about the Whitney Cummings and Miss Rachel thing?" And I was like, "The what?" I never
Yeah.
thought that those two names would ever be put in the same sentence together.
Why would they?
Uh, I don't know. Apparently, something happened though. I would like you
Why
to
would
explain.
anyone in the orbit of what we do and Miss Rachel ever come together? Right? It
Yeah.
makes no sense.
No, it doesn't at all.
But it has now,
Okay, so
and
explain.
it's tasty.
I legit, I'm not even making this up. I have no idea what's happening. What? So,
So Whitney Cummings, I guess, was, I'm going to paraphrase here because I'm not going to look up the actual tweets, but she tweeted, I guess she was watching Miss Rachel with her son. And I guess her son, I think her son's maybe two at the most, but was watching Miss Rachel with her son and tweeted something along the lines of, why does Miss Rachel yell at the kids like they're deaf and dumb? Also, if you have to dress like a toddler to get the attention of toddlers, you need to seek mental help or something along those lines, right? And the vast majority of people in the comments were like, hey, stupid. No, not going to work for us. That's not going to work.
and
And
what's even funnier about that is like I'm pretty sure me and you are both households that Miss Rachel was playing for a good couple years.
oh, Miss Rachel was big in my house
Yeah, same
during
here.
COVID and up until like my oldest, when he got about three and a half, four, he kind of moved on from it. I think occasionally we'll put it on for our youngest and he'll kind of pay attention, but yeah, he grew out of it probably. But yeah, huge, huge in my house. Again, especially during COVID when we weren't going anywhere. Yeah,
Yeah, for
and
sure.
it's kind of funny. It's I'm not gonna play. I don't have this video queued, but in one of her videos that I saw, she made the smug comment. Yeah, to parents, if you turn off Miss Rachel, you'll actually have to raise your kids. One of those things, right?
That she's a babysitter, basically.
Fuck you. See, you fucking idiot. Like, is Blue's Clues raising my kids too? Did Captain Kangaroo raise you, you old bitch? Like, what are you talking about?
Never in my life am I going to be looking to Whitney Cummings for
Parenting
parenting
advice.
advice or ways to raise my kid.
Good call. Don't. It's a good idea. But so my whole thing with this, and you're a comedian. You tweet something, whether it was meant to be funny or serious or spontaneous, you're a comedian. So people are when they see your tweets, they're gonna go, "What's the angle here? She's a comedian, so are you trying to be funny? Not funny."
Well, that was going to be
So,
my question. Like, did she put it in a way that made it sound like it could
well,
be
it's a
from a
tweet.
comedian? Yeah, I know, but I mean, does it sound like a comedian's tweet? Like, was she trying to reach an audience of parents who their kids watch Miss Rachel all the time and was like, oh, this would be funny to parents? Or was
No, I
she
don't think so.
really trying to be condescending towards Miss Rachel? And also,
Uh,
guess what? The millions of views and all the money that Miss Rachel's making from YouTube,
Billions of views.
I bet she doesn't give a shit what Whitney Cummings has
Billions
to
of
say.
views, dude. Billions. Dolls at Target. Like you mentioned the parents. No, the parents that bought their kids a Miss Rachel doll 2 years ago for Christmas don't give a fuck about what you have to say.
No.
But trying to be funny. So, like, sometime, well, okay, when you say something like that, whether you're trying to be funny or not, again, the perception is this is a comedian. She has a hard time realizing or understanding or just embracing the idea that not everything you say is gold. Not everything you say is funny. She's one of these people that I see all the time. Like, she's always justifying, always defending. It's like, no, just you weren't funny this time. Just
Yeah.
deal with it. Just say, swing and a miss, guys. Sorry. Thought I was making a joke. You didn't like the joke. I'll move on. But none of these fuckers can admit that. Most of them, anyway. Some do. But most of them, they're the arbiters of all things funny. So they feel like anything they say, if we, the general public, criticize it, well, we're losers. We're assholes.
Well,
We,
but here's the thing. You take a Whitney Cummings or a comedian who would normally say on a Friday night they're at a club, they're at the comedy store, there's something, and they do a 10-minute set of jokes, something doesn't work or whatever. Okay, well, you only have the people that are in that room and you just walk away and okay, well, that was a swing and a miss. That didn't work. You're putting it out there for millions of people to see. Even if it's a two sentence tweet,
yeah.
you're putting it out there for millions of people to see. So even if you do say, well, that's a swing and a miss, I messed up, you may have people criticizing for a while.
Yeah, it's fine, but I think people will respect you more if you can admit that you weren't funny that one time. Even if it's one time.
But also it goes away quicker if you just admit it and move on.
Admit it or even ignore it. Don't even
Well,
justify it.
yeah,
Just,
yeah,
you know,
yeah,
like that's the problem with some of these people. Like they say something, the backlash from the internet comes and they feel like they need to defend it. Don't defend it. Stand
right,
by it. Or just don't say anything,
yeah.
you know? So I pulled this clip from a different reaction video, but here was her half-assed, condescending, pompous apology.
Oh, so she actually did apologize for this.
Yeah.
Kind of,
But she's
apparently, it
done it
sounds like.
more than once. So she did a video by herself, and then on her show, her podcast, she talked about it again. It's like, why are you tripling down, doubling and tripling down on your bullshit? You already said it, just move on. But she felt like she had to say it again, which makes it worse. Just move on. She doesn't know how. She's the most insecure, insane person when it comes to criticism and when it comes to understanding not her audience, an audience. An
Yeah,
audience doesn't like you, move on.
right.
Dust your shoulders off and move on to the next thing. But she doesn't know how to do that. And I get it. Easy for me to say that, easier said than done. However, you're supposed to be above all of us. You're the creator of Two Broke Girls. You have comedy specials on Netflix. You're on the Comedy Central roast. You're going to parties with celebrities. You're supposed to be above us. But you
Right.
can't let this one thing go? Silly to me. Silly. Like if I had tweeted that, right? Now obviously it's not reaching nowhere close to the amount of people that her tweets are reaching. But if I had tweeted that and I got some negative comments, I would have been like, damn. Well, guess I'll go on with my day now. I
Yeah.
fucked that up.
Or you just
I don't
delete the tweet.
respond. I don't
Yeah.
comment with people. I don't
Or
talk
you
about it again.
delete the tweet and pretend like it didn't happen.
Or
I mean,
don't even
that
delete tweet. That's a
it,
pussy move too. Just leave it there. Just fucking just go.
well,
Just move on.
well,
I didn't
I,
say she didn't say anything so hateful that it warrants deleting it, right? She's not going to get canceled or attempted to be canceled because of what she said about Miss Rachel. It's just a bad joke. You poor attempt at a joke.
okay. Well,
Like,
I need to hear this this
okay, yeah,
apology.
yeah, yeah. Let's let Whitney explain it. Why am I doing it for her? First of all, are you a Whitney Cummings fan in the least bit?
I used to be sort of as far as the stand up goes, but I
Oof.
kind of fell off the wagon
Okay, good.
quite a few years ago.
Stay off the wagon.
And
Yeah.
and
Okay.
honestly, it wasn't the stand up that made me fall off. It was I, her interviews on Rogan and stuff, they just annoyed me. I don't know.
Oh God, yeah.
I don't know.
I don't
She's
know
just
that I would ever watch more than 5 minutes of her talking to Joe Rogan.
yeah. Well, it was back when I used to listen to Rogan a lot, to where I would pretty much listen to every interview that he put out. But yeah, I don't know. She just got annoying.
Before she was to the level that she's at now, she would be on some of those roasts on Comedy Central. Like I think I remember her on maybe like William Shatner, like David Hasselhoff, one of those. And she
Hmm.
was as a roaster, good. She was funny. I didn't have laugh out loud moments, but I paid attention. It was like, yeah, yeah, okay.
Hmm.
I get why you're here. One of those. I get why you're here. I get why you're doing this. Why you're up on the stage roasting people. But man, I don't know when the turn happened, but I didn't know enough about her. Like, I certainly didn't watch her sitcom. I certainly don't care about any like Two Broker. I don't even know. I know what that is, but I don't know what that is. I know that people talk about it and have nothing good to say about it, but I would
Well,
never
she also
watch that.
did. Didn't she do the other Roseanne show?
Oh, really?
What was it called?
The Connors?
Yes. Yeah, she did the Connor.
Really?
Yes.
Like was she a runner or a writer or both?
Uh, I think. Wait, what do you mean by runner?
Like a showrunner is someone who
Oh yeah,
essentially.
I think she was the showrunner. I think.
Whoa,
Don't
I
quote
didn't
me
know
on
that.
that. Yeah,
Okay, I won't. Somebody else might, but here we go.
there, mate. Yep.
Apologies for being in the car, but the last video I made addressing the Miss Rachel situation, I think the audio might have
Did
dropped
it?
out. Some people said it
Sure it
did.
did.
Apologies. I'll try this again. So, regarding a video I made about Miss Rachel, I'm just gonna own it. I did not know that she was specifically for neurodivergent children.
Hang on a second. Did she say
She's
a
not.
video?
Yeah, well, she meant her tweets. She did a video, but she took it down.
Oh, okay.
She's referencing her tweets.
Okay, I
But
got
right
you.
here, she's wrong. She said she didn't know it was specifically for neurodivergent children. It's not. It's for kids. It's for all
Right.
kids. It's not. She doesn't target neurodivergent children.
It
It's for all
sounds like
kids.
she is giving her explanation and her apology based off of the
Comments.
comments that she
Yeah.
got in that tweet.
Right.
That is hilarious because that's even
Right.
more misguided than the original tweet.
Totally misguided. Yeah, absolutely. It's the worst. She's the worst.
That's hilarious.
Some people are saying she's not specifically. A lot of people are saying she is. Doesn't matter. I
Doesn't
should
matter
have
because you're
known more
wrong.
about Miss Rachel and
No.
the way that
Say you weren't funny.
she speaks in her videos. It does overwhelm my son.
So she talks about how it overwhelms her son. So what?
Then you just turn it off.
Yeah. Yeah. Turn it off, dummy.
And your son is not
Or
the only kid on earth.
or turn the volume down. I don't know. How loud did you have the fucking TV up, you weirdo? Let me get you more of this. Hold on. Here's where she doubles down. So she did the video in the car and she went on to talk about like, yeah, I didn't know Miss Rachel was you can't go after children's heroes. Apparently that's a no-no along those lines. And then she goes on her podcast and doubles down. Or at this point probably triples down because she did a video and deleted it, did another video. But
Right.
now she triples down on her podcast and is even more pompous and more smug and condescending and basically calling everyone else a moron for
Is her
criticizing her.
podcast a solo podcast?
Yeah, it's rough, dude. It's rough.
This looks rough.
It's rough. Here we go.
I love Miss Rachel, dude. We have a Miss Rachel book with the letters, and we use it every single day. I did make fun of her overalls, and the internet lost its mind. But I learned a big lesson, which is that children's icons are beloved. I'm kind of grateful to know that there's some stuff that's off limits. Don't make fun of.
You never heard of Mr. Rogers, you dumbass? Captain Kangaroo, Sesame Street, Elmo. None of these things? You didn't know that kids love these things? No?
Children's heroes. Okay, fine. I got it. Won't happen again. Okay. But that said, I did. Threads and Twitter are two very different spaces, right? They're different vibes. Like Twitter's a little more rough. Well, I now know that none of it is a comedy club. All of it is a fight club. I was like showing up to fight clubs with like jokes. Remember when I had that whole thing that was like, before you get mad at anyone, first be like, I'm mad at you. Let me see your algorithm to see if this is justified or if we're just in different algorithms. Like you might be saying the same thing I'd be saying if I was in your algorithm. Like, let me just make sure that's not the case, right?
The fuck is she talking about? You
I
told a
don't-
bad joke via
I'm
Twitter.
Yeah, I'm lost.
Anyway, I did find out that if you come for a children's entertainer, everyone that does not have kids will get very upset.
No, wrong. It's not. No, God, she's the worst.
What?
She
what-
can't just admit
Yes,
being
but
wrong about
what is
something.
what is the funniest thing about all of this is Miss Rachel's not even involved in any of this.
No.
She hasn't said a word
Why would
or
she?
anything. I know, but like this is a huge thing. So Whitney Cummings makes a tweet, it's bad, gets a huge backlash, makes a video, or okay, she makes that tweet about someone. Then she makes a video apologizing about what she said about a person, and then goes on a podcast to again double down on that when that person is not even involved. Has that person even seen it? Who knows? Who cares? So that is
She's
so
fighting
ridiculous.
with the internet. And
I-
again,
but
it's not a
she-
bad tweet if you just ignore it. You did
But
it.
also, the
Ignore it.
internet's not real.
Well,
The people aren't real.
not in her life.
The
No,
people
that's
you're
the point.
fighting with are
Yeah.
probably
You
not
don't know them.
you don't know them, and you're not going to lose followers like of your comedy.
Joe Rogan did talk about it.
Okay.
He had Bert Kreischer on his podcast, and it came up. And Joe Rogan actually, when he started, and this is why, dude, he lives in such a bubble. It's so crazy. Like, he was so uninformed on even who Miss Rachel was. But when it was going down, said he was texting Whitney being like, you got to stop going back and forth with these people. Who cares? Right? So
Mhm.
then Jamie on Joe Rogan pulls up a video of Miss Rachel. And here's the response from Joe Rogan. He's so dumb. He's the dumbest, man. Like, get out of your bubble, man, or just stop giving advice to your friends because you don't know. Here we go.
How many dinosaurs do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, pause. Why would you go after this? Like, this is like a little kid show.
Yeah,
Like, she must have been bored.
There's nothing different from this in Blue's Clues, in my opinion.
It's a show for little kids.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't get it.
I don't know. Maybe she was just
She was
trying.
bored.
She was trying to write a joke and thought she'd get some traction. I guess.
Maybe she took 2 instead of 1. And then
was
she got a
thinking the
little
same
extra
thing.
energy. She took 2 instead of 1. I don't know what she's doing. But then she started responding to people because she didn't understand what it was, she said, and then she took it down and apologized. But you can't apologize to the mob. They come for you. They come for you. And she learned. And I texted
No,
her.
you
I said, listen,
can.
I love you to death. You got to stop going back and forth with these people. You can't do that. It's not, this is not a genuine conversation. They don't care.
See, he's wrong. You can apologize, but don't.
Yeah.
That's the point. And it is a real conversation that you don't need to be a part of. Let other people have the conversation about you talking about the thing. Don't get involved.
Right.
And it goes away
Yep.
so fast. So fast. And that's what he and she and all these other, and Bert and people like him don't get. Just don't get involved in the conversation. It is real. There are real people watching your content. Deal with it. Like, not every commenter is a fucking bot. Not every commenter is a fucking fat loser in their parents' basement just being a hater. No. They're people that see something and critique it. Everyone has thoughts. The same
I
way Joe
really
Rogan
feel
has
like
thoughts.
I really feel like this is a light Roseanne Barr situation.
Mm.
I think maybe she had, as Rogan put it, 2 instead of 1.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well,
And instead of coming
that's not
out and
debatable.
saying that I did that, and made a bad decision on something that I put on Twitter, she doubled down on it,
Tripled down.
or tripled down, or played ignorant. However you want to.
She just can't be wrong. She just can't admit that she's not funny. And that's the problem I have with some of these people. Just admit you didn't put out something good. You didn't say something good. You know, I'll equate it to music real quick and we can move on. Like, I, as a musician, have been on a stage and known that I didn't put on the best show that I could have. Now, I'm not paying attention to people talking about that or saying that, but I know. And if anyone would say something to me, I'd be like, yeah, I know. Yeah. I wouldn't flip out and be like, no, it was the best show ever. I'm the best musician ever, and we're the best band ever, and you're wrong. No, I'd be like, yeah. I agree. Off night sucks.
Yeah.
I tried, but I didn't swing and a miss, right? Fuck.
Yeah.
We all have them. Speaking of Bert, I've watched all the way through Free Bert on Netflix. And you told me that you had no desire to do so. The only reason I did is because I've seen so many bad reviews on the internet about it. And I was like, I have to know. I got to know. I thought it was bizarre that show was made, given where his career is at.
Can you give me a little bit of a rundown of what it actually is? Is it like him being Bert, like
Yeah.
in his own family with other people playing his family?
Other people playing his family, all the same names as his family, which I hate, by the way. But again, we know so much about him. He's such a dumbass.
Yeah.
He says his kids' names on every podcast under the sun. He says his
Yeah.
wife's name. If they gave him different names, it would kind of be silly at this point. So yeah, just give him okay, so fine. That's your family. But it's a autobiographical take on his struggle to like come to terms with why he is who he is. Like the guy, the fat drunk party guy that takes his shirt off. Why do you take your shirt off? Maybe you should do something else. Maybe you should reevaluate life and be a different type of guy, right? And when I heard that was sort of the premise of the show, I was like, ugh, everything's about him. Even when he makes a show, it's got to be about him.
Yeah.
Then I started watching it, and I started paying attention to the surrounding cast and the storyline that they built, and I went, you know what? This isn't as bad as what people are saying.
Okay.
Now, I don't think it's great, but I don't think it's terrible. There were very few moments where I laughed, maybe broke a smile, but there are actually really good characters and actors within the show that I think make it worth watching.
Okay.
And if he just would let go of the ritualizing of himself and just had made a self-deprecating show where I'm the fuck up dad, I'm the fuck up comedian, I'm the guy who doesn't have it all together. There's no redemption arc, there's none of this. It would have been better. Like with Louis, for instance, when he made a show about himself, autobiographical show about Louis.
Mm-hmm.
He was self-deprecating throughout the entire thing. It wasn't about how Louis awesome and Louis the best stand-up in the world and Louis deserves all this respect. Seinfeld,
Yeah.
albeit I've never really watched it.
I don't. Okay. I don't know. Based off of each of their comedies, I don't know if you can compare
Well,
because
you don't have to compare. I'm just saying like comedians that had
Well, I'm saying
sitcoms about themselves.
I know, but what I'm saying is Louis' comedy. I don't know. I guess Louis' comedy is kind of based on his comedy, right? I mean, sorry, his show was based on his comedy, which is normally self-deprecating, anyways.
Well, family life too. Like he worked in the family. He had the two daughters. He had like the wife.
Yeah.
Yeah. He did it. Yeah. No, I mean, it was like I said, it was autobiographical, and it wasn't he had Lucky Louie on HBO where he tried to do the same thing. Wasn't so autobiographical. He only had one kid at the time, and in Lucky Louie, he wasn't a comedian. He was a mechanic, which was odd. Louie was a much
I
better
never seen
show.
that actually.
Yeah, it didn't last long, and I think for good reason. I think it had promise because I've gone back and watched episodes of it. I didn't watch it when it came out. It was fine, but like Louis for sure is a way better show. Way better.
Is he is Louis C.K. still selling well? Like, is he still touring and stuff?
Yeah.
I haven't heard his name in a
He's
while.
coming here.
Oh, he is?
Yeah. Might have already happened, but it's coming. If not, it's coming soon. So I guess my point is like there were self-deprecating moments, but not enough for me to be like, Bert, can you just, dude, you're so insecure. Like, just shit on yourself and just let it be funny because people think you're a goof.
Yeah.
Straight up goof. But it had to be this like thing where he like, people thought he was a goof, but then he got in with all the cool dads and he got in with the rich folks and like, ugh, but not a bad show. It's not
Okay.
bad. It was watchable. I'll say that. And from what the reviews I've seen on the internet, people talking about it, they're like, it was terrible, unwatchable. And he saw, I'm like, well, I don't know about that because there were really good character arcs within it and like little built-in storylines within it that I thought made it watchable. It's not watchable for Bert. Let's just say that. But
Did you ever watch that show? I think, or not, sorry, I think it was a movie. I think it was called Old Dads with Bill Burr and.
I made it about 10 minutes.
Oh, really? You couldn't take
Yeah.
it?
No, didn't care.
Okay.
Did not care. And I don't know why. It's not like I'm not the biggest Bill Burr fan, but yeah, I didn't care. I thought it was cheap bullshit, like stuff that you would hear from Bill Burr on a podcast versus his stand-up sets. Maybe, well, early stand-up sets, but I mean, I think that's his brand of humor now. It's like, I don't know. Yeah, I didn't care. I didn't
Has
make
he
it
put
long.
a special out recently or like anytime
I don't think so.
recent
I
at
think the
all? I don't
last.
feel like I've heard his.
Well, I mean,
I also don't.
he's
I also
caught a
don't know
lot of
when the last.
backlash from the Riyadh bullshit.
Yeah. I
and
also
he
don't know
did
when the
not
last.
have the best reaction to it, like Whitney Cummings. But
I also do you know what the last stand-up special you watched was?
last one that I watched of anyone,
Yeah.
Tom Segura's last one, which was not good.
Oh
Andrew
yeah. I guess
Santino's last one, which was okay.
I feel like there was something newer than those that I watched, but I can't remember.
Yeah, me too. Why am I blanking on this? Damn. Yeah, I don't know. Bobby Lee's got a special coming out.
I have
Finally.
no desire to watch that.
Yeah, I don't know that I do either. I'm kind of curious only because he's never done one, and all these comedians are like,
Oh,
"How have you
really?
not done he has never done a special. He's
Weird.
30 years in stand-up comedy, never done a special." And
That's
all these
wild.
comedians are like, bro, you're a legend. You got to do it. And he's always like, no. He is a volatile human being. Like immediately after he did it, like he's on Bad Friends talking about how he's depressed. He's got PTSD from it. It's like, God, some of these guys are
Jesus.
just like, just don't say things out loud. Like, just keep it inside. Be like me, bottle it up until you have
Yeah,
a heart attack
they have to
and
talk about
die at a young
everything
age.
because they have to talk about everything because they don't have content anymore because they have 4 million podcasts that they just talk about every
Yeah.
thought
I
that
think
comes into
Bad
their
Friends is a
mind.
good show, though.
I've actually never listened to a minute of it. I like Andrew Santino's.
Really.
I've listened
I
a
think you would
while, but
like it,
I've never listened to Bad Friends.
probably. And I think Andrew Santino is especially good on podcasts, especially that one. Or more so that one than, obviously other ones that he just kind of guest appears on. But
You know,
God, what is the stand-up?
speaking of podcasts, you're probably not gonna find this interesting, but I thought it was, and I haven't figured out who it is yet. But so I talk about the Smartless podcast every once in a while with Jason
Yeah.
Bateman and
Oh, you're
Will
talking about
Arnett
the
and Joe
comedian
Hayes.
that got thrown off?
Yeah, did you
Do
see
you know who
that?
it was?
No, everybody keeps saying it's Chevy Chase, but I don't feel like in the
He's
first
not a
10 minutes.
comedian. The
Did
headline
he
would be
specifically say it was a comedian?
all the headlines I've seen said comedian.
Because
He would be
I watched
legendary
the clip,
actor or something like that.
but I watched the clip of Will Arnett saying it, but I
Oh,
couldn't remember
I
if
have
he
not watched that.
specifically said it. I couldn't remember if it was specifically comedian that he said or not. All I know is that he said you will be blown away by who it is. And I mean,
Just say who the fuck it is. Why are they not saying who it is?
and
But
they also
also,
said they also said that there was it was a comedian, but she was an up and comer that they had on that after they did the episode, she pretty much asked them to pull it and not post it. And because she said she was an up and comer and she thought that some of the things she said may have not go over well. And they were like, no, I think everything's fine. I think it'll be fine. And they ended up putting it out, and apparently it was really good for her. But
who's that?
I don't know. I don't know if they ever named who it was or not.
What's with
I
the
don't know.
cryptic bullshit? Just fucking
Well,
say.
that's social media, dude. They want you to.
Well, with Chevy Chase, like, he's a big asshole. He just had a documentary come out about how he's a big asshole.
Yeah.
If he is being an asshole, keep him on. Don't kick him off. That's better content for you, right?
Yeah.
But maybe
Yeah.
they just don't want to deal with this shit, which a lot of people are like, yeah, we're not,
Well, I just
not
wonder.
dealing with your shit.
I mean, I know. So the way they're set up with their show is they. So like one of them knows who the guest is, and the other two do not each time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's how they do it
And
every time?
yeah, and they start out with banter at the beginning of the episode, and then whoever's guest it is, they do the introduction for the person, and then the person comes on into the chat. So anyways, what I'm wondering is like for them to do 10 minutes, I want to know how that got off the rails so fast for them to be like, fuck this. We're out. I'm not doing this unless they automatically start like got racy or something. I don't know. Or made jokes. I don't know. Off-brand jokes that they didn't find humorous. I don't know. Or, also when you're a podcast and you're that big of a podcast, you have an image yourself that you have to keep as well. And, if somebody comes in and says stuff that is completely way off base with how your podcast normally is, you probably
Yeah.
don't want to put it out. So I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
But again, I'd
Like,
like to know who it is. I started scrolling through some comments on one of the posts that I seen, and it was, everybody from Mark Maron to Chevy Chase to this, that, and the other. And I was a lot of them, and I was like, why? Why do you think that it's any of them? And a lot of people were
but
like
also,
naming
why
people
kick
they've
him off
argued.
unless they said go? I fucked your mother or something. Like, who cares?
Yeah,
Keep him on.
yeah.
Like I saw recently, they had a pop star on. What's her name?
Charlie
Charlie.
XCX, yeah.
You saw this too, where
Yes,
Jason Bateman was talking about
I
not
actually
having
listened to it.
kids or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, but at least he like didn't back down. He was like, "Oh well, the reason I'm saying this is because,"
Yeah, and
which
I
is almost makes it kind of like a non-story. Like, who fucking cares? Like,
so wait,
you're
hang
in a
on.
conversation with someone.
There was a story about this? Like they were
Well, I
trying to
just
say that
saw like
he
a, yeah, I don't know, social media, so maybe it wasn't a big deal, but I guess he said it, and she was semi-offended with his comments and was like, "Well, I'm married and I don't want to have kids," and he went on to like sort of be like, "Oh, the reason I say that is because when I met my wife, she didn't want to have kids. We ended up having kids."
right, yeah.
It's this whole thing, like just people creating
No,
bullshit.
I listened to that interview, and that's just social media being social media then, because there was nothing to worry
Yeah,
about in that.
you
But
listened to that interview.
yeah, I did. I listened to most of them.
Was it riveting?
I Not really. I mean, I'm not a fan of
Okay.
her though. I don't know a song.
Yeah,
I've never listened. And honestly, by listening to that interview, I'm not any more impressed and want to listen. But
want nothing to do with her music.
she's in a different, I don't want to say genre, but she's in just in a musically, she's way different than anything that I ever listened to.
Yeah. Speaking of her, we could talk about the Grammys, but let's not. And all the things that were said at the Grammys that the internet has just taken by storm. Like Billie Eilish's comments about how, no, no
Yeah,
immigrant is
I heard
illegal
about
if they're
that.
living on stolen land. So now, like, all these people are like, so you're going to give your $14
But
million mansion to the local
wasn't there
tribe
like
that wants to live there?
what didn't the tribe reach out to her?
I don't know how real that is, man. And
Okay,
I
I don't
saw
know.
like a petition, like, who fucking cares? Who cares?
Yeah.
She tried to sound profound. She wasn't. It's all stupid. Who gives a fuck? It's so dumb. Accept your award. Get off the fucking stage. And I said this. My wife and I were watching it, and we when Lady Gaga won, and she started crying. Why the fuck are you crying? What are you crying about? How many Grammys do you already have? What? What? I just. I love the Grammy. We've talked about this, and again, we don't have to get too deep into it, but I love the Grammys just for that reason. I love music. I love pop music, and I'm genuinely interested in the whole show of it all and how these people accept being a part of a community that rewards you for your art. Art. Got the douche chills on that one. But like, I genuinely am interested in it, and I always have been. I will never stop being. Like Turnstile won for, and we can even go lower tier. Turnstile won for best metal, right? And the metal
Oh, really?
community is like, all right, enough's enough here. How are you going to give Turnstile the best metal, whatever? I think it was record or performance or something. And you got Spirit Box and you got Ghost and you got fucking,
Yeah,
um,
has the term metal changed since
well, they're not metal. They're more
exactly
punk, hardcore.
exactly. Even
Yeah.
hardcore? You call them hardcore also? Maybe I haven't listened to enough.
Well, the roots of what they do, it comes from punk and hardcore more so than metal. I don't give a again, man. Fuck, you could call them metal. There's heavy riffs. There's fucking it's
Okay.
heavy music. Like fuck off, everybody. Like it's so dumb. Who cares that they won an award? Yeah, should Sleep Token have gotten it, or could they have gotten it, or Spirit Box? Absolutely. Spirit Box performed at the pre-show thing, like for a pretty big audience, and they did really well. Good. Metal's out there. People are noticing. Like there
Yeah.
are these artists that represent that community. my community that I belonged to a long time, hard rock and, metal and punk and all this shit, it's getting noticed again. Let it be. Let's not create this firestorm of nonsense where we fucking start calling one band not this and the other band's not this, and why are they winning? I thought you guys didn't want to be here in the first place. Now when somebody wins, now you're upset too. What do you want? You can't have it both ways.
But they
Do
want it
you
both
want
ways.
the mainstream to accept you or not? And then when they do accept you, you don't like who they chose to be a part of your community. It's like, figure it out.
Yeah, right.
Figure it the fuck out, you know? Shit. Speaking of music.
But you know what they're really talking about is that
No.
shirt or that dress thing that Chaperone was wearing or not wearing. You didn't see this?
Yeah, I did. It
Was like held up by like nipple rings that were like had like flesh color over the top of them.
Yeah. I'm not gonna comment on her.
Again, another person who is apparently huge that I don't think I've ever heard. No, I think I've heard that one. What was the one big song that she had?
It's all anything that I've heard.
Pony
My wife pushed her
Pony
on
something.
me 2 years ago, probably. And I thought it was vanilla. It's fine. It's pop music. There's nothing. I put her in the same realm that I do Sabrina Carpenter and Billie Eilish. There's nothing spectacular about it. Vocally,
Gotcha.
musically, the hooks of the song, like the catchiness of it, nothing about it catches my attention at all.
Gotcha.
It's not bad. It's not bad. It's music. It's pop music. It's fine.
Mhm.
But not anything that no, it's fine. It is what it is. Same with Bad Bunny, who's going to be this year's Super Bowl halftime performer. It's fine. It's music. It is.
Are you excited for that even a little bit?
No, why would I be? It's the music's.
I don't.
The music's not my thing. But I don't care. I don't care that he's doing it. I mean, well, I'll say this from a musical sort of. I like halftime shows. There have been some great halftime performances. Would I prefer someone else? Yes, but strictly music. It has nothing to do with the fact that his songs are in Spanish. It has nothing to
Yeah.
do with the fact that he's brown. I don't care about that. It has nothing to do with that. Musically speaking, yeah. Would I love to see a fucking hard rock band or a grimy hip hop artist up there? Yeah, more so than Bad Bunny. Absolutely. But that's what I like. Bad Bunny's not for me. But that's fine. I'll watch. I don't give a fuck. I'm not going to boycott the Super
Oh,
Bowl because he's performing.
oh, I just figure you would just turn over and watch Kid Rock's thing instead of Bad
I
Bunny.
certainly would not.
Oh,
No.
no.
Kid Rock has.
What if he's doing the original stuff like Ball with the Ball
Still don't
and
care.
Cowboy?
Well, then he's a
and-
poser. He's a poser then. He's always been a poser, but then he's the biggest poser of all.
And what if
man.
what if he's shooting
Roll-
boxes of Bud Light at the same time with
No,
AK-47?
I definitely don't care then. Roll with the shit that you're rolling with now, dude. Don't go back to the hits, the early hits. No. You're not that guy anymore. You're not Mr. Crossover hip hop, rap rock guy anymore. You're fucking country conservative Kid Rock. You got lyrics about underage girls. You're that guy now. So roll with it. No, I'm not going to watch that. There was a point in time where I was like, I can appreciate Kid Rock because I saw him live, and this was long before he flew off the deep end, and I had a genuinely good time. But, I'll ignore you, man. You're not. Yeah, you don't need to be on my radar. You're not for me. Just like, but the thing is, Bad Bunny's not done anything or said anything to make me go, ugh. Fuck him. Like, he says what he says. And he made the ice comment at the Grammys. Whatever. I'm not getting involved in this civil war. Okay?
Pretty bad though, isn't it?
Which part? Him saying something or
No, I'm talking about just the Civil War you're talking about.
Yeah, it's bad. We're all yeah, yeah. We are not equipped to break that down, but what I can tell you is this.
God, no, absolutely not.
Well, we can, but we won't. But what I can tell you is
I
this.
don't want to.
Exactly. I don't want to. Do you know why? I have a life. outside of what two distinct different groups of politically driven people are telling me to do. I have a life outside of that. People go, well, it affects your life. Maybe. Prove it to me. No one's proven it to me yet. Prove to me how either side is having an impact on my life, where I sit in this house with my family in my everyday life that my family lives. So far, no. If it starts, then we're talking about a different thing. But right now, no. It doesn't. So,
Well, let me ask you this. You mentioned Super Bowl. You mentioned halftime show.
yeah.
So I had an interesting question that I came across today.
Okay.
So Super Bowl, we actually have Seattle Seahawks against New England Patriots. So essentially, we have Seattle against Boston.
Yeah.
And I started thinking about all the huge solo artists and acts that have come out of both of those cities
Right.
over the years. And I'm just curious if you had to pick one of those cities to take the throne of music in general. I mean, I know that's got to be broad because you have to be thinking of different styles of music, different genres, stuff like that. How and different time periods. I think time periods has a lot to do with this as well. However, overall, if you had to pick who takes the throne, Seattle or Boston in music, who do you have?
Top of my head, I'm going to go Seattle for sure.
I agree with that as well.
Yeah. Yeah. And, I don't know that it's a question if you really think about it, but like Seattle, for instance, you have Jimi Hendrix. Most people even forget that he's from fucking Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
One of my favorite artists of all time. So maybe immediately I'm biased on that, but we'll bypass that. Jimi Hendrix, Nirvana, Soundgarden, Pearl Jam, Stone Temple Pilots,
Alice in Chains.
Alice in Chains. Then you go below that tier of the grunge type of, artists that kind of made the grunge scene what it was. You have acts like Presidents of the United States of America. You have
Yep.
Sir Mix-a-Lot. You have
Heart.
yes, Heart.
Foo Fighters.
Well, yeah, kind of. Dave Grohl's from DC though. I
He
don't
was
know.
also in Nirvana.
Yeah, yeah. I guess Ray Charles is from
okay.
Seattle. Jesus
Okay.
Christ. Modest Mouse.
Oh, really? I
Huge,
didn't know they were from there.
huge band.
Death
Dave
Cab for Cutie.
Matthews.
Yes, Dave Matthews.
Who'd you just say?
Death Cab for Cutie.
Yes, yes. Big. Mudhoney, another one from the grunge scene. Like
I've
they're
seen that name a lot too, and I don't know that band. Are they worth looking into?
you should. You should probably
Okay.
just educate yourself on Mudhoney, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because Mudhoney was the band that didn't get big, but
Okay.
everyone respected,
Okay.
from that area. They were like
Okay.
and then with Boston, Aerosmith,
Yep.
Boston, obviously,
That's
the
your number one.
Cars, big.
Yep.
James Taylor, huge. Then it kind of gets a little skim, right?
Pixies.
Ugh.
Dropkick
Yeah.
Murphys.
Dropkick Murphys, I love.
Mighty Mighty Boss Tones.
That's a good one.
New Kids on the Block.
Love it. Love
Marky
it.
Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch.
Well, that goes hand in hand with New Kids.
I know.
Just all the Wahlberg affiliations.
Godsmack.
Yeah. Forgot about them.
And I also have White Zombie and Rob Zombie, of course.
Is he from Boston? I didn't even know he's from Boston.
I didn't either until I looked it up.
Did he purposely kill his accent? Probably. Because he's been a California guy for the longest, right?
I don't know. I don't know much about him, to be honest. I mean, the hits are okay, but I've never done a deep dive on Rob Zombie.
Weird guy, but
Yeah.
pretty talented, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
New Edition, Bobby Brown. Love me some New Edition and Bobby Brown. You said the Pixies, the Lemonheads, Letters
yeah.
to Cleo. Joyner Lucas,
Oh, really?
going modern day here.
That makes sense, actually.
Why? I would have never have guessed he was from Boston.
Where would you think he was from?
I don't know. Anywhere else.
LA,
Not a lot of rappers
Orlando.
coming out of Boston that are not white, you know? Think about it. Name another one. You can't. Yeah, I would say based on, well, I mean, we did name some pretty big ones from Boston, but I would say based on impact, Seattle. You got essentially a core group of 4 or 5 bands that shaped a generation of music. You know what I mean?
But
Cultivated
again,
a sound.
like I mentioned, time period I think is that has
Has a
like
lot to do
to
with
it,
it.
especially with Seattle.
Yeah. Yeah, with Boston, I don't know its time period. I just think it's you got, you know, just random periods of time where artists have kind of broken through from there.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, a lot of the like, it's kind of funny the early boy bands as the creation of what the boy band is or was out of Boston. New Edition, New Kids on the Block,
Mm-hmm.
2 of the OGs. Like,
Yep.
It's pretty crazy to think about it.
Yep.
And like, where are some of the where do some of the other groups claim? I don't know. Like all of the dudes from New Kids were from Boston. All the dudes from New Edition were from Boston. So they claim it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty crazy. I don't know that any other boy band claims, because they all came from different areas because they were, you know, kind of like put together,
yeah,
mashed
right.
together.
Yeah.
It's funny. I'm going to go Seattle. And I'm also going to say Seattle's going to win the Super Bowl.
I agree with both those statements. And I feel like it's got some, especially at the beginning, it's got some like Electric Callboy vibes.
Okay.
I want to see if you hear the same thing. Most of the
I
time you
dig that.
don't. So I'd be interested to hear what you think it sounds like.
Let's do it.
Focused, but fighting the current, erased all that I am. I tried to keep breathing, but the water kept freezing. I'm floating in an ocean of debris, floating in an ocean of debris. So spread your wings and let you fly. Forget about tomorrow, escape the fate and let go. Floating deep into the flow. No matter where it leads you, it's rocking the desire to die. The places you've worked for, people you can't forget. The things that you've worked for, people you can't forget.
I mean, I could see how you would make the connection to Electric Callboy, but
Gets some more of the techno.
this band may take themselves way too seriously to be compared to Electric Callboy.
Well,
That's
that might be anybody compared to Electric Callboy.
It's a good point. It's a good point. That's why, yeah.
The plans that you've worked for, the people you care for, everything you knew slipped through your fingertips. Your throne has been stolen, your kingdom has fallen. They left you with a broken memory, left you with a broken memory. So spread your wings and let you fly. Forget about tomorrow, escape the fate and let go. Floating deep into the flow. No matter where it leads you, it's rocking the desire to die. The place that you've worked for, people you can't forget.
I mean, I appreciate all of this.
Do you really? Okay, good deal.
Yeah.
I was interested to see if you would like what you thought of his voice.
You know, I've been thinking about it as I'm listening. Yeah, I dig it. He's very,
kind of scratchy, like gravelly
yeah.
or type
Yeah, I
of.
like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Love to hear it live.
Yeah,
See how
for
it's-
sure.
He's got I'll think about it. He reminds me of someone, but I'll have to think about it.
The things that you've worked for,
I'm into it. I want to check them out.
Cool. I brought a winner this week.
Well, they're usually winners. I mean,
Well,
there's
I've
been
had
very few. What was the? There was the one that like you're like, it sounds like montage. I'm like, nope, I'm good.
Oh yeah, did give up on one a couple of months ago.
Yeah, I gave up on that hard. I was like, no. I've seen too many Rocky movies to appreciate this. This is just.
Do you still count the one as a winner where he's rapping for 10 seconds in the middle for no reason?
I do because I've listened to other songs from that band and I love
Oh,
them.
have you?
Yeah. I like that band. That band's cool. All right, what the fuck are they called?
That
Zero.
band, 0936.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I dig them. That's funny.
Oh, you got a throwback?
Yeah, so I kind of want to, in the vein of where we went last week, I kind of want to go scene band again.
Okay, cool.
So,
I'm enjoying those.
do you know A Static Lullaby?
I know that. I think I know the name.
Okay. It's about a scene got.
Okay.
Again, when we're talking about like scene anthems, this was every bit of it.
Okay.
I'm curious to how you feel about this. The recording quality is just
Who does
astonishing to hear in
he
2026.
sound like?
So many people.
Okay.
But I'll tell you this: they were on Taste of Chaos, the big tour. That Story of the Year was on. It was like Story of the Year, Thrice, Deftones, As I Lay Dying, all these bands, and they put out a live CD. Or the band's playing live during the tour, and this band was on it. And I don't know where they were. I don't know if they were in their hometown, but the reaction, like if you listen through it, the reaction this band got for this song, like unbelievable.
Really?
Like the singing back from the crowd and just like people went ape shit. I was like, Jesus, what city was this in? Because I saw them here and it was like, it was mild. It was like whatever. But that was such a cool tour too. Man. In a touring arena tour with
Wow.
bands like that. Unbelievable. The absolute definition of a Hot Topic band, by the way.
Yeah. I mean, you don't get more emo than the name
No.
of the song. Lip gloss
That's-
and lip gloss and let down.
You're right. I like how everybody's like dolled up and they got their studded belts and their really fine emo hair. And then you got this ginger over here in a baseball tee and a 3/4 baseball tee, just gingering it up. Just, I'm in the band too, guys. They're like, hey, dude, put on your black shirt and your red tie. Nope, not doing it. I'm a ginger. I'm going to be me. Like, you know how many bands and music videos have this stupid letter in them? Dear whoever, I'm sorry I broke your heart, but I just had to. So many feelings.
I enjoyed that. That was good. I mean, I guess it's like, I guess it's Taking Back Sunday. I mean, of course, but I guess it's what I'm hearing.
It's a mishmash
It's
of so
the
many
sound-
bands of the
yeah.
time.
It's the time
That
period.
band
for
was
sure.
pretty big, dude.
I mean, I know of the band name. I don't know that I've ever
I mean,
seen
they
them, but
never went. They never were like a a MyChem or even like a what's fuck even like a Cartel or something that like got sort of mainstream, right? But like
yeah.
underground scene music, like they were huge.
Straight for you.